Pacers begin this game with the basketball. To Oladipo. To Turner. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Oladipo. To Turner. It's no good. Great defense.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Not that time. He misses. Collison to Turner. Inside, he scores.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
The screen sets him up for two.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Pacers control. Nothing going here on that drive. Collison to Young. Here comes the screen. Collison to Turner. Miles Turner slams it down.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
As a team, when you establish your dominance in the paint early, it's critical to your offense because it eventually opens up the perimeter down the stretch.
Collison to Turner. With another basket there.
Ed, I remember this in so much detail. I was watching the NBA pre-draft camp and I saw Miles Turner run, and myself and all the scouts, everybody's like, whoa, wait a second, what is that? But I give the Pacers a lot of credit. They had a trainer that worked with his gait, and now that's exactly who he is, a big that can run down, block shots, and be active on the perimeter defensively.
Defender was right there. He has to know better.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Ball in possession of Cleveland. Korver to George Hill. To J.R. Smith. Offensive board. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Collison into the front court. Down two. Collison to Oladipo. Screen coming. Oladipo to Turner. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Substitutions, Cleveland.
Sexton. Look out, Larry Nance Jr. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Pacers with the possession.
Hands up, hands up.
No good, and no foul.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
Oladipo into the front court. They're scored 12-8. He was all over him. Missed the shot, no free throws.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
They'll get it down to Thompson. Missed that one. You want to see more, knowing the defender was still right there. It's Indiana basketball. To Oladipo. Screen coming. Cleans the offensive glass. Layup's good at the buzzer. Nice finish to this first quarter. First quarter's complete. The Cavaliers with the lead. Good start to this one. After one quarter play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast. And the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
George Hill to Colin Sexton. Shot from the lane won't go. Oh, he got a piece of it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Scores from the post.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Indiana with the basketball. To Evans. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Hill into the front court. It's 14-12. Nance to Rodney Hood. To Hill. From long range. Not getting the bounce. Joseph with it. Down just a couple. Evans to Turner. Cavs have it. Hill. Hill can't connect. To Evans.
Oh, take no prisoners.
Denied at the rim. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Count it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Hill. Oh, the pass stolen by Indiana.
When it's a tight game, those missed opportunities on the road make it tough.
Screen coming. Trying to cash in. That's rebounded by the Cavaliers. Hill across the timeline. The score, 14 all. To Rodney Hood. Here comes the screen. Hood. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Corver. To George Hill. Fires the three. George Hill forcing that one. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Hill into the front court. They trail by 2. Knocked loose. George Hill to J.R. Smith. To Corver. To J.R. Smith. Over to the right side. Wow. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Here comes the screen. Working the outside. Young to Turner.
Hey, the screen is still there. Come on, man.
Fine to shoot. Collison to Turner. Layup goes down. Well done.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Cavs at the controls. Hill to Love. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
And when he gets going, he is automatic from that position on the floor.
And they'll take that any day of the week. Oladipo to Collison. Here comes the screen. Collison to Evans. 4-3, and he burns them.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
To J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith with the strong finish.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
To Young. Evans. Now pass taken away by Cleveland. Cruises inside for 2.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Here comes the screen. Deep 3 at the buzzer. We reached halftime in a 2-point game. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
The Cavaliers have themselves a close game after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Pacers are keeping things competitive after 2 quarters. And even though they're losing, you don't see a lack of confidence from their shooters. That could be the difference for them in the second half. These are the guys getting buckets for the Indiana Pacers.
Game travel. Bench points.
The NBA season is long, and these days, starters take rest days. And that's why it's so important to have bench players that can be productive like we're seeing here today.
Player of the half.
Hill has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Cavaliers with the basketball. George Hill has a look. Shot by Thompson, no good.
I give this defense so much credit. Sometimes it pays major dividends to have players that are willing to get their nails dirty. Just dig their hands in the dirt, and that's what kind of stand they're making on the defensive end.
Oh, that's 3 seconds. block shot.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Lets it fly from long range. Into the front court comes Collison. His guys find themselves.
Oh! People at home can't see me, but that block has me out of my seat right now.
He's rejected at the rim. Oladipo to Turner. To Young. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Thaddeus Young. It's good off the quick release.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Hill to Love. For three. Rebound to Oladipo.
Right there,
Pacers control. Oladipo to Young.
Hey, clear out. I got this.
Here comes the screen. Collison to Young. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Hill across the timeline. His guys down three. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Love to Hill. Shot clock winding down. Hill. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Pacers with the possession. To Oladipo. Here comes the screen. Oladipo. Time for some new personnel into the game. Oladipo. Collison, great pass to set it up and watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Hill into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. George Hill. Not going down for him this time. To Oladipo. Down to Young. To Collison. To Young. To Collison.
Hey, he been screening all day. You gotta see that.
To Turner. 24-second violation. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Substitutions, Cleveland.
Here we go.
It's Indiana basketball. Inside, he scores.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Hey, lock up.
Sexton. Banks it in for 2.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
To Oladipo. Works it up top. Curling inside. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. Cleveland has the basketball. Won't go. He has to find better opportunities.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
To Rodney Hood. Has a chance. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. From the painted area, won't go down.
Yeah, if I'm the teammate of that guy that just got scored on, I'm telling him on my way back down the floor, look, I appreciate you being there, but I need you to really...
Victor Oladipo with the slam. Man, that was sweet.
It's all about that first step, and it's all about angles. Look at the way he got his shoulders through the angle of the defender. That first step was great, but those shoulders getting through, that was the difference.
Oladipo grabs the board. Gets off the three. At the buzzer. That'll do it. Third quarter complete with the Pacers way out in front. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Indiana with the basketball. Evans. Scores from the post.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Hill across the timeline. Trailing by 14. Korver to Love. Here comes the screen. Love to Korver. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not that time. Oh, and a putback.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Joseph with it. Lead is 12. To Evans. With another basket there. Ball in possession of Cleveland. Hill to Rodney Hood. Nothing going here on that drive. Hood to George Hill. And the basket good at the rim.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Oladipo into the front court. Up a dozen. Nothing going here on that drive. To Evans. That pass stolen by the Cavs.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Korver. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Pacers control. Collison to Evans. Here comes the screen. Evans to Turner. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Korver to J.R. Smith. Beyond the arc for three. Can't do much better than that. Kyle Korver misses the shot. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Trying to cash in and scores on the step back. Unguardable, Jay.
Did you see the distance between him and the defender? You could pretty much put a department store between the two.
Prices, coming down. Here comes the screen. Collison to Turner. Miles Turner slams it down.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Smith goes to the left side. Driving right to the basket. Rejected.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Pacers with the possession. Collison to Oladipo. Turner. It's good. That's the shot they wanted him to take.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Korver to Hill. To Korver. Fires the three. No good. That's great defense. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Gets it in the right corner. Pass stolen by the Cavs. So important to take care of the basketball. Easy two on the other end after the turnover.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
The drive, right to the basket, to Collison. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
We get a whistle. In the eyes of the ref, he meant it. Intentional foul.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
Collison. Now pass taken away by Cleveland. To Korver from long range. You need a brick wall to defend this guy. One of the best in the game, Kyle Korver.
The transition three-point shot is one of the most difficult shots to actually defend. It's natural for the defense to automatically run back and protect the paint. But these days, people say, why settle for a three? Why not? Especially when you can shoot the ball at that kind of clip.
And he connects on the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Cavs at the controls. Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Fires the three. Can't get the bounce. The shot rejected by Young.
And it's not just about blocking shots. It's about the physicality of the game. How about on all these down screens, your bigs are bumping these guys off the screen, allowing you to catch up to the play defensively. That's why you're playing so well.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. Now a three at the buzzer.